Alright everyone, welcome back to a Wally clan video. This video is going to be about Turk Fast Imp. This is a strategy that I like to do. Basically it revolves around going up to Imp fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a lot of villagers in Dark Age. We're going to put them on the correct resources, and we're going to go up basically a standard fast castle with extra villagers though, just so we have enough resources to click Imp as soon as we hit castle. And once we get to Imp, we make hand cannons and bombard cannons, as is the standard Turk strategy, since their power spike with free chemistry. Now for this, we're just going to jump into the build order right now. So basically, standard build order, you're going to start with building your houses and putting first 6 villagers on sheep, or herdables, because goats in this case. So 1 through 6 on sheep, and then after that we're going to put 4 villagers on 2 wood. At the same time, you just send your scout around, find all your stuff. I'm going to be doing this recordings on Arena, just because it's a nice closed map for a fast imp strategy. Yeah, so just send your scout, and you can find your resources. Once he's done with that, he can start pushing deer, or ibex, because you're going to need those too, just to get the extra food. So we have our 3 villagers on wood, we're going to put 1 more on wood, and then the next is going to go get our boar. Standard build, pretty much in almost every game, it just depends on how many villagers you put to wood. Here we go get our villager, use our scout to block, just a little bit for him, Got 1 boar, and the next villager has gone to berries already. Now, it's important that he builds a house before you build your mill, just because you want to get that house up before you get housed. That's going to be a problem. As we see here, we didn't get up in time. Then we build, so 3 villagers to berries, and we build a mill. And then the next villager goes and gets our boar. Scout again will block and do some shenanigans here for some reason. Anyway, 4th villager goes to berries. Now we got our 2 boar under our TC, and we're going to go push some ibex. So ibex are really important, just got to get that extra food, because we're going to need every little bit of it. After we send our people to berries, we've sent 2 more villagers to food, and that's just under the TC with ibex or boar. Then we're going to send 3 more villagers, so villagers 19, 20, 21, to wood. So we have 7 on wood. We're going to need that wood because we're going to build a lot of farms. After the 3 on wood, we send 2 more to food, and that can be under the TC, your deer, your berries, and you're going to bring your last 4 herdables in and start eating those. Then the last 4 villagers, so we're going to go up on 28 pop, the last 4 villagers are going to go to gold and build a mining camp. And then once you've done that, you can start making farms. Basically, you want to make as many farms as you can with whatever wood you have left. You're going to make sure you have the correct wood for building a market blacksmith once you hit feudal. But other than that, you can pretty much spend it all. And I would say spend it early, because the faster you get those farms up, the more resources you have coming in. So we have 8 farms right now, and eventually we'll get up to 14 or 16 before we get up to him. So right now we're just waiting to get to feudal, and as you see we have plenty of resources, so once we hit, we build our buildings. Could be a little faster there, because you're gonna want all of those seconds. You build 2 more villagers once you hit feudal, and you send them both to gold, so we're gonna have 6 villagers on gold by the time we click up, and there we clicked up to castle. We're on our way. Just build more farms when you have the wood for it. But remember, you need you're going to need almost 400 wood for your 2 buildings in Castle Age. You're going to need 375 for a siege workshop and a monastery is what we're going to be building once we hit Castle Age. So right now we're just kind of waiting, storing up resources. And at this point, you might notice we probably might not have enough gold. So if we have to, we'll sell 100 stone at the market. And if you really want to be crazy, you could spend your other 100 stone, and that actually might be able to save you a villager on gold. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sell 100 stone, or yeah, just because I don't need too much. And we're going to go up, and I'll save that 100 stone because once we hit imp, I do want to be looking to put some extra wood into a TC once my initial attack gets off the ground. So we're already on our way to imp. We'll get there about 20 minutes. When some farms exhaust, you need to start building your barracks, and then your 2 ranges, and basically send any ex-bear villagers to wood, because you're going to need a lot of it. So our 2 ranges going up, and we got our siege workshop already. Our extra villagers go to wood, whether that's stragglers or wood lines. And we hit, and we start to build stuff. Now, obviously, we have another problem here, which is we need to make sure we build houses, because we do not want to slow down our attack anyway. So once we get to imp, we make hand cannons and 2 bombard cannons. Once we have the wood to do so, wood and gold to do so. So the 2 bombard cannons is really important because the damage you need to do to his structures and his TCs is not going to happen fast enough without 2 of them. You do 1, but you're pretty much not going to get in as fast as you need to. Because if the opponent is booming, that's good for you, but not if you don't do any damage. Now, at this point, the only thing that can really stop you, once you have a mass of hand cannons, is a lot of knights. As you see, just the AI is making skirmishers, which is a good counter, but you're going to need a large number of those. If he had the same number of knights as he does skirmishers now, he might be able to snipe a bombard cannon or do some damage to these hand cannons and just slow down my numbers. Because he doesn't, we just can kind of roll over him, snipe some stuff. But this is what you want to do. Your main goal is to kill TCs, because if he's booming, that's the one advantage your enemy has over you. So you just want to get in, destroy TCs. If you have to, destroy the production buildings so he can't keep producing a counter unit. Make sure you have better control over your hand cannons. Basically, once you mass up about 20 of these, and if you keep your bombard cannons alive, you pretty much got the game back. And there's no use watching the AI get destroyed, because it's going to get destroyed. So that's the Turkish Fast Imp. So 28 villagers, 2 in feudal, 2 in castle, and then you should be up. So yeah.